And let's meet on the mat. Let's meet with a nice child's pose, I think, today. Maybe neck and shoulders. Maybe, like me, I've been stuck at the laptop quite a lot today. So, see how it feels with the earth as well. And again, when it gets very hot, we can get quite flustered very easily. So if you felt yourself getting a little bit flustered, a little bit agitated, ground yourself down, really spread out the fingertips. You can see your pinky, ring finger middle, index and thumb. Actually really press down and just swish side to side. Take a moment just to be here, to surrender. If this is too much, then soften the hands, bend the elbows and just bring them in a little bit. If you're a little bit too tight in the neck and shoulders, you don't even have to drop your head down yet. Nod and release the neck a few times. You can roll the head. How is your body feeling in this moment? What is it craving from your practice today? And as we take a moment or two, maybe you're widening out knees because you're like me, I'm a natural external rotator of hips, or maybe you're quite narrow. There's no right or wrong here. Take a moment or two just to sigh out any of the tension and the stress or worry. Anything from the day, just sigh it out. Let it go. Start to tune into your breathing. So we're not changing the breath or controlling, we're just simply observing. And if you are a little bit hay fevery and if you're finding the head down, then just come up and place your hands under your chin and just lift your head up if you're finding it difficult with breathing. This is the one that tends to set you off if you've got hay fever. 2 more breaths. And gently from here, we're going to roll up onto all fours. Set the hands under shoulders. Set the knees under the hips. And let's just take a little bit of free movement here. So maybe instinctively you might want to just move forward and backwards. Make sure your knees are padded. Bring your hands a bit more forward if you're rocking forward and backwards. Just starting to bring the core abs in through your sternum, over those thumbs, and then gently push back. And you can push back to a child's pose. That can feel nice. And you kind of wave forward, so wave the spine forward, lock and load, and then gently exhale, push back. So we'll start to bring that soft ujjayi breath in. Inhale, wave forward, and exhale, press back. Let's start some hip circles now, so we can wave forward. And then we can start to slide the hips forward in one direction and then back towards the bottom. And then glide across. See how it's feeling. Might be a little bit cracky and poppy, that's quite normal. And then go the other way. So hold at the top. And then push back the other direction. Maybe you haven't given your hips any attention since we last saw each other on Thursday. So just again, oiling in, breathing into the hip space. Coming back to center. Now you might bring your hands slightly back. And then let's come into some cat-cow. So if you want a bit more, then slightly forward. So we're going to roll up, take that nice cat stretch as we exhale. Empty out, squeezing the core. And then inhale, kick out the tailbone. Nice arch of the lower back, slide the shoulders, and just look about 3 foot ahead. Don't cam your head up. Good, exhale, roll up. And then release. So try to feel each part of the spine. So each vertebrae, so the lower part, the middle spreads out, and the upper. Then we can do a purring cat. So purring cat, you might curl up, kick out your tailbone to the back and look to the front. Oh, that's really nice, just for opening up that little bit of knot and tension kind of in the thoracic part of the spine, so the middle part of the back. Good, and then if you want, kneel yourself back. Let's do our nice gorilla stretch. If you've been gardening, tapping away all day, just giving those wrists a little bit of love. The other option is to take your rooster impression, so bringing the knuckles up by the armpit or a little lower down. If that reaching forward on the floor just doesn't feel comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, this time palms down. Again, try to spread out the fingertips. A bit more tricky this one. If you've been doing your boxing or any of your weights, you'll appreciate this nice forearm release. And then gently shake all of the tension away. Interlink the fingers and take your little wave, look up, and again connecting with that inner smile. Bring to mind something that brings you joy, a little giggle, a little laugh. We made it on the mat, feeling grateful for this time. Good, then come back to all fours, take a breath in and stretch your right leg. Don't worry if you did your left. Behind you. Reset yourself now so you are not leaning too far forward or towards the back, right into the center. Check your knee alignment underneath you and spread out those toes. You may find that you're gaping down through the shoulder blades, so push your sternum up. Once you feel the 5 toes laying down, then you can rock forward onto the big toe, just slightly, not too far over the wrist, and then press the heel back. And forward, and back. Again, getting that core connection, so starting to bring navel to spine, like sucking the ice cube in towards the spine. Option, then we can lift that right leg. Power out through the heel, toe pointed to the floor, so you've got really nice strong glute activation, hamstrings. Now make sure your left hand is in line with your left knee. You're going to swivel and turn and take a side plank. So just swivel that bottom leg and then slowly keep the foot on the floor to get your right positioning and to make sure your hand's in the right place. And then peel the arm up or keep it on the hip and then gently lift that heel up. So a really strong core. Option arm up or even knuckles to the forehead. Taking a breath in. So still quite a strong pose. And exhale out. And then gently coming back to center. Reset yourself. Again, if your wrists are talking to you, release them. What's the wrist today? And then stretch back now the left leg. Reset the hands, push your sternum up. And again, try not to lean too far onto that front leg now. And then we'll go forward, an inch or two, and then push the heel back. And forward, looking at that mirror underneath you. And forward, and back. Forward, and back. Then from here, gently take your time to slowly lift the heel up. Activate through the core again. Make sure you're not looping down in the sternum again. And then when you're ready in your own time, turn and take your side plank with foot on floor just so you get your knee in that right position. Right hand in line with right knee, peeling up. Once you've got it, then activate core, squeeze that bottom glute, and then gently lift the heel. Good, gently coming down, round. A wide elephant or a down dog. So if you're not quite ready for a down dog, bring your hands a bit closer to knees. Step your feet wider than your mat and then soften the elbows. Try to get the heels down if you're doing elephant. And again, squeezing through the core. Nod, yes, no. Remember, we can do our little horse impression if we've been talking lots today. Good. Then gently bring hands forward. Come to a down dog. Again, it can be still wide. The arms can be wider than the shoulders. The feet can be a bit wider. March them out. Tuning in again to how they're feeling as you swivel and turn. Lifting both heels and lowering, turning them slightly out. Look through the legs or up at the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths. Off of the knees if you feel too much happening. Then zip up your dog. Bring your big toes together and then lift your front leg. Point and flex, just open up through the ankle, bend the knee, and then just turn into the armpit. We're going to then step that right leg in towards in between the thumbs into a low lunge. Step through, option, place the knee down, slide shoulders away from ears. And just to help you out, rather than being on the train track, take your right toe to 11 o'clock. Just see how that feels. Then tuck your tailbone under and lift to your crescent lunge. Take a moment or two there. So first of all, we've got shoulders and hips in alignment. Then we can slowly slide forward a bit more if there's no back issues. Come in a little bit more of that back bend, looking up, or hands in prayer, or hands on hips or on the thigh. Getting that lovely stretch into the back, you flex and breathe in and breathe out. Nice little hamstring, our half split or baby pyramid. We can just sit back, we can lift the toe and we can come all the way back. Not accessible for all of you, so just stay on the lunge if this is too much. Slowly push forward, hands in the center, push yourself back up to a down dog. Again, marching it out. When you're ready, come to a high plank now. So come on the toes, wave your pelvis forward, hold, adjust, and push back. So for some of you, you might want the legs a bit wider. We're trying not to tuck the tailbone aggressively under. So we shouldn't have what we call an ugly bottom. Breathing in, and it should be shaking a bit, breathing out. Good. Push back to a down dog now. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, step your feet in, zip up your dog. Right leg down, left leg up, point and flex. Bend the knee, look into the left armpit. Slowly then, slide the leg in. If it gets a bit stuck, then drop your knee and pull it through. Again, reset. Try now that front knee or foot at 1 o'clock instead of 12, just to see how that feels. Might give you a bit more stability. Push back. Gently then, you can lift up and you can just be In a nice straight line, shoulder to hip. Reach up, option, or hands in prayer. Make sure that that knee is not going over the toes, over the ankle. Gently then push back to your baby split, where you can be up high, going a bit lower back if you've got no knee issues, or just stay on the lunge. Gently push forward, back to a down dog. Take a moment or two there, or take a child's pose if you're getting warm, or you just feel that you need to take a chill, then take a chill, release those wrists. When you're ready, we're going to step to the top of our mat. Take a nice dangle there. Again, release those wrists if it feels nice. Nod the head, yes, no. Take a halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Roll up through the spine or drop the bottom and slowly peel yourself up. Reach those arms up. Take a little baby squeeze. And then gently bring hands to prayer. Let's do a nice tree pose. While we're here, take the right knee out to the side without moving the hips. The hips are staying parallel, facing the front of your mat. Option, just place it on the lower part of the foot, leg. Try and avoid going anywhere near the knee or above. Find your little spot on the horizon and just come back to that soft gaze. Options here, stay in prayer. Take the arms out to the side or float them up. So it's completely up to you. Using that inside thigh connection, really zipping up, slowly lower the arms if you tilt them overhead. Good, well done guys. We're going to do some slow sun sails now, just a little slower. I'm going to give you an option as well. Inhale up, push hips forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a lunge, step back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, way forward, half plank or full. Cat cow is your option. Or exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, nose, chin and chest. Cobra is your baby option. Squeeze the core. Or up dog if there's no back issues. Exhale, push back to down dog. Step the opposite leg through now. Take your lunge. And exhale, step through. Take your exhale, nose to knee. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Peel up or roll up, flat back. Reaching up. Little baby back bend. Inside thigh button core. And exhale, bring hands to heart. But sometimes slightly slowing it down a smidge actually makes it a bit more challenging. Inhale, push hips forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back into your lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, way forward, cat-cow's your option. Exhale, down, elbows tucked in. Inhale, nose, chin and chest, cobra or up dog. Exhale, turn those toes, down dog. Step the opposite leg through now, take your opposite lunge. Step the legs through. Take an exhale, nose to knee. Halfway lift, straightening out those thighs. Slide shoulders away. Exhale, fold. Inhale, wave up. One vertebrae at a time. Push the hips forward. Gently bring hands to prayer. Take an inhale breath. And exhale. Let's do our tree pose now on the left leg. So align your feet hip distance. Turn your left knee out to the side. If your hips are moving with you, then bring your knee in a bit. Find that soft gaze. Push down the right toe. Decide if you're lifting the leg and commit to it. Core in strong. Good. Choose your arm option, staying in prayer, or release the arms. Slowly bringing them up. Floating tree or interlink fingers, and draw the eye of the elbows right close to the ears. Good. Gently then from here, into the center of your mat and take a nice wide forward fold. Toes are forward, slowly. Hips, draw the navel in. And then gently roll yourself down. All the way. Take a moment or two here. Spreading out the toes. Now see if you can walk your hands over towards the right foot. It's a bit trickier this one. You might want to turn your right toe to the right corner. Keep your belly in. And then gently walk back to center. Take a breath in. And then turn the left toe and just gently towards the left. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Take a high squat or walk the heels in and take your Hindi squat option. Creaking and cracking off the knees is quite normal there. And gently use the elbows to slowly open those knees a bit wider. Keep your core strong and connected, supporting your lower back. Good, and then when you're ready, drop your bottom. We're going to come straight into a half boat. So This might be a bit tricky, so just see how you get on. Half boat, knees and feet together, and hold the arms out, or keep them under your knees without rounding the back. Keep the chest nice and exposed, showing off that beautiful necklace. Good. Get as steady as you can, and try and lift the arms up now, so the arms are level 2. So yes, that's it, Marissa, well done. Oh, squeezing in the core, this is a challenge. So instead of moving in low boat and high boat, we're going to hold here. Keep squeezing inside thigh, butt and core. Good, take your time. Gently, gently. Lower the feet down. Lower yourself down. And then slowly, slowly roll your body down. Last deep breath in. Start to cycle out the legs. Good. And then slowly bring it the other way. Good. Pull and push. And then keeping the core connected, nice and strong. And then your option then is to slowly roll yourself up. Draw the upper abs in. And then start to take an opposite armpit, opposite knee. Ray wants to get involved today. Again, you can take it really slow, or you can take up the pace a little bit. And then gently take a release. Stretch out those arms and legs. Big reach, point and flex. Open up that whole abdominal area. Good. Bring in those legs in. We're going to do a little bit of bridge work now. So slide your feet in towards your bottom. Peeling your bottom off the floor. Lock and load and squeeze through the glutes. Now hold here and see how it feels to walk the hands underneath the spine towards the tailbone. Walk your elbows in and then draw your fingertips down towards your heels. Nothing under your head now. A nice back extension there. Slowly release. And then we're going to roll the knees into chest. Take a little massage there. And then stretch up. And this time, bring yourself to the center of your mat and stretch your legs out. So we're doing this more dynamic than we normally don't get a chance to do this one. So sitting up nice and tall. Peel the seating bones out of the way. Soften knees if you need to. So we're going to then reach the left arm and turn right hips in. Ribs in even, and then reach across. Be mindful if you've got SI joint issues, if your lower back's a little tight, and then gently come up. Now stretch your arms out to the side, breathe in, shoulders away, and then swap sides and reach across. Just give it that nice QL stretch. Draw the belly muscles in tight, toes up to the sky. Now we're not doing this like a yin posture. Good, and then release. Do it again. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, twist and look over and look up to the left. Good. Gently center and then swap sides again. One more. A little deeper, really feeling that one's opening up right all the way from the ribs. Maybe you've been doing lots of sitting down today, or maybe even golf. This will be really good for as well, this QL muscle. And then gently back to center. This time bringing legs together, getting into the hamstrings again. You can always have a little cushion. Bend the knees, breathe in, reach up, and then exhale, come forward. Remember, keep the spine lengthened. And then we'll reach up again, breathe in, and exhale forward. So each time sucking the navel in a little bit more. Now you can keep with that flow, or if there's no little signals from your lower back, start to walk the hands down. Keep sucking your navel, that ice cube, into spine. Maybe holding side of shins, or even toes. But we're not bouncing and we're not forcing. That's really important. Now draw your chin in, peel yourself up. Let's take a reverse table. We'll do half. So we're going to lean back, great for the arms, this one. Tuck those elbows in. Step your feet in. So you're making like a nice V shape from hip to knee. Squeeze the core, bend the elbows and lift your hips up. So your knees and hips are in one long line. Continue to breathe. Try not to hold your breath in and out. You can feel that really strong upper body work as well. Lower down. You can do that variation again, or you can do full if there's no back issues. With one leg or both legs extended. Breathe in, bend the elbow, and then gently lift yourself up. Gently lower down. And then again, you may definitely want a nice little release there of the wrists. Coming to a seated position, let's do a nice little neck release. Sitting up nice and tall, peel shoulders away from ears. Chin is parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, draw the ear to shoulder. Lift the chin, stretch that arm out. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Remember, core is still engaged. Don't sit here and relaxed belly. You're still pulling it up and engaging, supporting. Gently drop chin. Bring the head back to center if it needs a bit of help. And release with a shoulder roll up and a shoulder roll back. Good, then go the other way, all the way up, round and back and down. Good, ear to shoulder. Oh, that feels lovely today. Stretch out the arm and lift up. Sometimes it's quite nice just to slow things down in a more dynamic way. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe lift that chin another inch. Good, drop chin. Gently bring head back to center. Take a shrug this time. I'll shrug the shoulders up to the ears, breathe in, and then exhale. There you go. And again, inhale up. And exhale. Let it go. This time, we're going to nod the chin to chest. So start off with chin parallel to the floor. Breathe in, lengthen again, engage, and then exhale, chin to chest. A nice big double chin there. I'm going to sound quite funny. Breathe in, tongue on the top tip or roof of the mouth, and then gently look up. If there's any neck issues, don't overextend. Good, back to center. Back to all fours. I know we all love a thread the needle just to get into that shoulder girdle. So have your padding ready on all fours. Stretch one arm up, breathe in. And exhale, thread the hand through and just place the side of the head down. Option, walk the arm forward. Option, take the opposite leg, to the arm and take it out to the side or behind you. You can even bind that top hand up and round. So lots of options for this one. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower the arm down if it's there. Draw the leg back if it's there. And then peel yourself back. Reset your center. You might have a little wobble of hips. Other arm now, breathe in. And then exhale, swoop it under. Option again, leg out to the side or behind. Arm up, forward or round. And gently breathe in, draw belly to exhale, arms down, leg in. And then come to center, come to Caesar. Let's give the toes a little love. Especially when you're wearing flip-flops quite a lot as well. You can tend to bang a lot and walk on the heels and cause lower back issues. So just giving the toes a bit of opening, tucking those toes under, staying with hands on the floor or coming up a bit more. Ooh, feeling that one today. So just adjust. Good. Lower the toes down, come back to Caesar for a moment. This time turning palms up. We're going to finish off with our child's pose with a lateral bend. So nice and wide, or lay yourself down onto the mat, and then once you're there, take your right hand to right corner and left hand on top. Keep squeezing the core in, so you're feeling perineum, pelvic floor pulling up. Breathe in, and exhale, left hand to left side. Right hand on top and peel down. Good, coming back to center. Now this time wrap your hands round and give your heels a nice little squeeze. A little roll of the head again if you're still feeling any tension. Too many thoughts. And then when you're ready, slowly peel yourself up. Cross the ankles, lift the knees and meet me in Savasana. Taking a moment or two. Maybe you've got the knees in and you're hugging knees for a while. If lower back's tight, just keep the knees bent or take a recline butterfly. But this meditation helps to bring a little bit of calmness in. So placing one hand on your belly, your lower dantian, and one hand on your chest. Begin to feel the chest rise and fall. Begin to feel the belly rise and fall. Inhale and exhale. Continue with your natural breath, feeling the air enter through your nostrils and exit through your nostrils. Continue to feel your breath. On the next inhale, feel the belly rise, then the ribs expand. And finally, the chest lift. Coming to the top of the breath, below the throat. And on the exhale, the breath leaves the chest, the ribs fall, and the belly contracts. Continue with this breath, feeling all three parts of the breath. And think to yourself, belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. Repeat this a few more times with this breath. And with your next exhale, begin to feel the breath as a wave coming up from the belly and rising to the top of the breath beneath the throat. Hold the breath for 2 counts and then let the breath go in a wave from the chest out the belly. Continue with this wave-like breath, rolling in and up, then counting to 2, and then rolling out like a tide. Feel the fluidity of the breath. Feel the complete cycle of the breath. Focus only on the breath. We'll now finish one cycle of this breath. And after the complete exhale, return to the natural breath. Feel calmness in the breath. Feel ease and steadiness. And then when you're ready, just start to bring a little awareness back into the body. Notice any sounds for those that are in the garden. Rustling of leaves, the birds. Bringing your awareness a little bit more inward now. Maybe a lick of lips, slow turn of head side to side. Then when you're ready, you can take a big yawn, a big stretch. Stretch those arms overhead, wiggle fingertips and toes. Ah, you made it on the mat. So big hug, hug those knees in. Good, roll onto the side. And gently peel yourself up. Again, just connecting with that inner smile, something that brings you joy. Bringing palms together and just rubbing those palms together. Facing the heat of the hands and just take a breath in. And now, like a little chi shell, wiggle those fingertips down. Any last little tension, tightness, negative talk, let it go. Namaste. Thank you so much, my beautiful people. Brilliant to see you on